hand catch with the left touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. But if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Room here to run. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their efficiency.
It was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Greystone, travel. Regular. Switch. Up. Right there.
A run for Nick Chubb, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Bears take over. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He's good. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play. From the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't be stopped.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. These two teams all tied after one. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
Tackle.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up. Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Bears will get the football back.
It's a turnover on downs.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah.
It's caught at the 10. And down to the 11. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Hurry, hurry! Point it right, point it right, point it right.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
First down, a run with Cohen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Jackson eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. On first down, it's Cohen, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as the Bears push further out in front. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Mayfield on first down. Buying time to his left. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They'll run on second down with Cohen. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
He's going to go for a big... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Jackson. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. T.J. Watt. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Chubb running right. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
180!
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Run. Hey, box truck. 58. Hurry.
Mike, 58, right there. You.
On second down, Mayfield again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, flush to his right. He's going deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting, because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive? He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now, as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Cohen on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson flushed out right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. The Browns' drive about to get started. Their defense did its job, yielding no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
On first and 10, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Check. I'm coming for you. You mine.
From the 24, Jackson. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. Here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
Mike spoke. Check nine.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. Takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 60 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hauschka with the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return is Cohen. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run. This is Cohen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready? 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Jackson. This one into the hands of Burton. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. Jackson now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Cohen. And some space here. Trotty. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 43 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Browns 28. Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. That is caught by Cohen. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 35 yards. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be...
Now Mayfield lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
On first down, it's Cohen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. That's complete right around the 8. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Real. Bravo.
Third and long for Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Regular. Any jack.
This doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are